What's good, YouTube? Tuesday. Let's see if we can make back what we lost yesterday, huh? See if we can follow the rules this time. Got a little bit of news. 15 after the open. Huge sell-off though. We're gonna be opening with a huge gap. How many points are we down? From yesterday's close to 900 plus points. Damn. That's a huge gap. Huge gap. Let's see what we got here. Yesterday we failed to be bullish hard. Basically trapped me though on the daily. Daily this thing was pushing up this prior swing here, which got me kind of bullish for a move towards at 31,000 and all-time highs eventually. This was a huge trap. Failed auction on top here. Then the move becomes towards the low side of the range, like the 30,000s, 130s. Already past that, rejecting that, selling off from that. The obvious move from this point to the lows is basically gone. To be seen what the open does, like the opening price is going to be key again. There's always a possibility that we will close the gap. Never say never. Yeah, not too much to say about the profile though. Going to be opening super bearish. Morning, KRM. How are you doing, sir? That's going to be a huge gap. Is there something we can see to target or use resistance support? Like on the hourly, this is a huge imbalance in price, just straight down. Oh yeah, me too, sir, me too. Me too. We still got 24, 25 minutes. So on the hourly, I'll be looking for the 800s to be respected. If, for example, we open up right here and the market pushes up and starts regaining back above the 29,800s, I'll be looking for a move to the high side here of that structure and then potentially more up. This is very poor structure, so she will go up the way she came down. Maybe. That could be a very interesting play to be played. If she tries to regain or close the gap, it doesn't need to close the gap, but like if she could just try to push, that would be a nice play. There's a huge gap down. morning as such. But yeah, super bearish. I wouldn't be longing this if I look at this 1 hourly chart right here, right now. And targets could be those lows here. Yeah, super heavy. Things looked really, really bullish yesterday. I'm just trying to see on the daily where we could go to. On a daily perspective, everything below those levels, like 30,000, 30,100, it's looking really heavy. Only when she starts gaining this level, I'll be way more bullish again. There's bullish place to be made if we open up and keep trading and respecting the opening price to the upside. But this is very heavy. The overall play here is to the downside. And I think if I'm not wrong, on a daily, I'll be looking at 29,000 here, back to the low side. So what I'll be looking for. And or we bounce right here, but I don't see that happen. I mean, anything can happen, right? But I'll be looking for the low side here. I'm not sure if that happens today. This is already a huge, huge move. I mean, we're about to be. This is already a 1,000-point candle. It's insane, dude. 1,000 points. But yeah, that top here failed auction to the downside, rejecting that. Yeah, I'll be looking for 29,100 on a daily perspective. And then use that 1 hour to gauge if she really wants to do that. Especially under the 800s. Looking for that move towards 500s. If that fails, if that fails, yeah, 29,000. But if that's gonna happen today, I'm not sure. Probably not. Let's mark out that level. Huh? So that's gonna be somewhere around here. Points of interest. points of interest. Let's see, we still got 20 minutes here, but look at the sell-off, dude. Jesus. Where's my pen? My magical pen. And they're getting filled here too. Jesus, that was a big boy. Let's see if there's anything on the book that stands out. Right, no more. What's going on? This thing is stuck. Let's see if there's anything that really stands out. I mean, 29,000 is the low side. I mean, that's fucking stretching it. Yeah, nothing really standing out. Anyone else in chat got some targets, ideas to the downside? What to target? Meanwhile, so we're opening up with a huge gap to the downside, right? Wait, maybe I'll just take my profile. Currently, we are trading right here. So we're currently trading right here. Obviously, yesterday's session, this is a huge gap. This is super bearish open. But that doesn't mean if the market opens up, she's going to dump. So I'm also thinking about or anticipating price to bounce. So for example, if the market opens up here, this line is the open, and market opens up and we push up, everything above that opening price, initially for me, I'm going to be hands off the shorts, because this could be a potential short squeeze, gap close move, or I like to play or trade in that direction. So if the market opens up, she pushes up, I'm probably hands off the shorts. Even if she retests that level, that's still going to be looking for a move back up, squeeze in the direction of the gap close. It doesn't have to close the gap, but this could set up for nice trades. It's a huge gap. There's a lot of room. So I'll be very hesitant to short up on open directly if that happens. Another scenario, for example, is that if she opens up to the upside, I'm waiting. If I don't see the setup and she fails that opening price, this is where the shorts could set up. From an opening price perspective, she could also, this would be the most bearish one, right? So you're opening up with a gap to the downside, bearish. Opening price immediately sells off. This is the most bearish thing price can do. Shorts only towards lower levels. She could also sell off, come back, retest that opening price, and then sell off. Still super bearish, like no longs, especially no longs in this case. So this would be the most obvious. These two types of open would be the most obvious. When she opens up and she goes up and respects that opening price to the upside, and vice versa. This would be more ideal because this would be in the direction of the trend and the gap to be seen. Then there's one last one, which which is kind of important too. So let's say the market opens up. Initially she dumps. She pushes back up. She trades back above that opening price, right? Initially, this could be still looking good for long side, but if for whatever reason she starts basically chopping, ranging at that opening price level, I'm probably going to be hands off until somewhat of a range gets established, and then we sell off or we go up or whatever then happens. But yeah, like initially, I like to see a clean drive of price formed from that opening price, especially after a gap from 1,000 points. I like to see a bearish drive and retest. That would be the most obvious one. And to the bull side, like a drive up, another retest is still good. But respecting that level, right? Not opening up bullish and then going down and back up and something like that. That would start to confuse me a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a huge gap, though. It's a huge gap. Let's see if I remove the profile. Does that make me smarter? Smarterer? Giveaways? Not today. I don't have any giveaways from my fund and futures at the moment. I'm sorry for that. Yes, so we are about to open right here. Oh, I might have done that on purpose, Lucky. I might have done that on purpose. My win rate, like 40%. It's not about win rate. For me, at least, the way I trade. Yeah, 40% seems about right. Around there. If I follow my rules, my entry rules, which I didn't do yesterday, and then I get burned. It's like not a lot of structure to go against. Wait, let me use I mean, there's always structure, but yeah, it would be something like this. I think this would be the more of a liquidity base. This is somewhat of an impulse move. I think if she opens up and she's really selling off, this could be somewhat of a quick move down. But I'll be very worried if price starts trading against these levels to keep shorting it. I mean, it's a long way down. This could also set up for a nice short squeeze, or I like this. Like there's not really something that has been taken back. So if she starts doing that, that could be a nice squeeze. I don't want to get married to the idea at all, but all right, 10 more minutes, huh? All right, let's see. So this is one of the main things I do before the open. Like if I wouldn't have like a profile, if I wouldn't have anything to give me buys, anything to, if I'm in doubt to like what to do in the market, I have always the option to just put in two lines. Obviously, I'm just don't putting two lines at a random spot. I call it SSPs, session swing points, where price has to make a decision, in my opinion. So let's say I'm close about price, about a bias, and I don't know what's going on, or like I'm not too sure what to do. I can always wait. So I put basically an SSP level at a top swing point and a bottom swing point. Ideally, I want something like, how do you call this? Like equal lows. Morning, you. Ideally, I want to have equal lows. That would be creating somewhat more of a liquidity sweep, failed auction type of scenario where price sweeps and then has to make a choice, right? In this, but I do like to be naked. So for example, this happened, and naked I mean they haven't been visited yet. If I were to use this level now, yes, that's a valid level to use, but I like to use a level that hasn't been touched. And then in this case, the upside here, this would be most ideal for me. This is somewhat, there's some highs here. If price trades up, this is also one of my trade ideas. I call it the SSP magnet. If price opens up, those levels also, because that's like liquidity levels, quote unquote, price likes to gravitate towards those to do business. So that's for me, it's like the SSP magnet, is what I call it. Regardless of that, I was talking bias here. So if the market opens up, and for example, in this case, we have no clue what direction to trade, I could always just wait, draw these levels, wait for price to breach that level. And this for me is a decision point. There's two things that can happen here. I mean, there's three things that can happen. The first is that price, cliche, it works, right? Putting spelling errors in your title creates engagement with subscribers. It's doing its thing. Either way, back to where I was. So market opens up. I'm not sure about direction. I can always wait for this level to get breached. And this becomes a decision point for me where price has to make a decision. We can always retest. But everything under that level, I should see as the market once more trade to more in that direction, right? Then this would not be a failed auction. Then this is just the market looking for a new balance. The other side of the coin is price sweeps that level, regains that level. Now this becomes a failed auction on the bottom of the move, and I can trade back towards the other side of the range potentially, right? That's the general idea I have here. So this becomes or creates for me a narrative after the market opens, even if I don't have a narrative. I'm not always following the rules, but that's in general the idea. And same thing for the upside. If price opens up and I don't have a trade, I'm not sure what to do, I can wait for those levels to get hit. Just wait, see what happens here. If we see setups to the upside, I could still trade to the upside. Once we start failing this level, dropping back into, I could do the same thing as on the bottom. I could potentially, depending on the narrative, look for shorts and trade to the other side of the range. Or at least, this is something I didn't do yesterday, and I wasted my last bullet. Where is it? Wait. So yesterday, market opened up. I'm not too sure what I'm putting my levels here, but I think it was something like this. Yeah, something like this. So same thing, right? So if the market pushes up and she stays trading above, bullish. If she falls back into it, yes, it could be still setting up to the upside, but for me, it doesn't become that clear for price to go up. I could always, if I want to be on the safe side, wait for price to regain and then look for longs, and or obviously look for a short towards the other side of the range. I was 2 trades down, and then price dumped, and overall structure-wise, everything is still good. And then basically front run I trade and got stopped out on a long. But if I would have followed these simple rules, I would have not gone long anymore. I would have 1, shorted, or 2, done nothing. That would have saved me a loss. If that makes sense. Let's see if I can follow my rules today, huh? SpaceX, what is the ticker? Wait, let me see. We got like 3 minutes. What's the ticker of SpaceX? Touche, I know you got it, man. SPCX. Bro, what a freaking candle is this? This is a monthly. Nice, man. Just buy it. Buy the lows, buy the dip. I mean, I think it's a perfect time to start buying. Like, things like this are impossible to read. There's like no data. This is just value buying. You buy value, or I mean, you're at the lows. Can't go lower, right? This is the bottom. Or we can just wait for price to continue to sell off and then use the reversal strategy. Wait for price to regain the lowest closing candle to the downside, to the upside, and then just try the long. That might be probably a better idea. It's crazy though. Still dumping here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of my levels whenever price is like really pushing one direction. I'm not a fan of so basically overnight low is going to be a line in the sand here to the downside and upside, which is it's not a bad thing. Let's see, 60, 40. This one's at 60. Something's telling me this is going to be a funky open. So opening price. Initially selling off here to be seeing what she does. Lots of selling down there. Structure is still very much to the downside. So in this case, I would not be looking for a long. This is a super bearish open to the downside. Still basically rejecting, driving away from that opening price. It's a huge gap. So the most bearish thing would be for price to reject this again. We could go a little bit above, but then reject. Definitely stay under that. Once you start trading above, I want to see continuation here. If she doesn't do that, this is going to be unclear and I don't want to be part of it. This kind of looks like a failed auction. Oh, this was the long right here on the price, opening price. Fuck. Damn it. But this was a powerful one. Opening price, lowest closing count to the downside. Regained that candle. Immediate rebalance. I would have been break even already for sure. But that was not a bad setup. Man, this cable is really bugging me out. Morning, everyone. Jeez, just give freaking a retest. It's a bit whippy around that opening price. Kind of want to see it drive away from it. Technically, the long could be the play, but where do you put your stop, huh? I'm gonna protect my bum there. Don't take me out and go. Don't take me out and go. Structure still looks good here on the 1 minute to the upside. This one was too whippy. God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Should have kept, I don't know, man. But this was the support. This is where the stop should have stayed. Structure is still good to the upside. If they don't get absorbed right here, right now. Ideally, she drives away to the upside because otherwise, this is the worst case scenario for me. Opening up with a clear gap into one direction and then chopping around to the opening price. That's not what I want to see. I mean, it is what it is. If it does, it does. But at the moment, up on open, there is no clear one-sided direction. Dude, I'm not gonna sell here. So at this point, this is absorption here, absorption here. Ideally, I'll wait for one side to break to show me who is in control. Shorting here is could work, but I think I'd rather wait for it. I think I also have to up my deep trades. As it stands, I'm still a favorite to the upside though. Even though with the super bearish open, from my level perspective, we retested it, we swept it. But I don't want to gamble here. This feels like anyone's game right here, right now. The Fabio thing. But I do the Kuhn thing. I don't do the Fabio thing. I do the Kuhn thing. I'm also like not interested in entering a trade and getting out immediately. I want to be able to shoot for this low or this low. And then even though I might chill myself out at this point, I want to be able to, I want to have a bias that price could be going there, right? That's what I want to do, need to do. But this is the thing, Cliche. We don't have to think too much. We just have to see what happens and just trade it. Now I really want to see continuation from this. Looks good though. Looks good. Like even from the structure it created, this would be the failed auction. Price moves up. This looks really good, but I want to see continuation from this because this again looks like a little bit of absorption. Kind of want to see it get taken out real quick. This could also be a game of patience in the first X amount of time before she really opens up. I feel this could be an area where they like to do a lot of business. And then at one point she will just take off. I got music, but for some reason it's like copyright striking me. And I'm not sure what it does to my reach when I post a video. So I don't want to fuck around with copyright strikes too much. I have to get something. I have to get something to do to fix that. But I think a lot of people just don't mind. Like I think they rather have a stream that doesn't have music, so they can just do their own thing. I think I got music. So from that reversal strategy, I don't know if y'all saw my short. This would have been a nice entry. This one didn't fill. Because the stop had to be huge too. Like enter here. So I'm not sure how many contracts I was long, but I was quite a few, I think. Oh yeah, we got get news. You with the save. Thanks, man. That's very nice of you. I always get distracted by streaming and then news happens. Yeah, you're right. It's somewhat of a light news week too. Gee, that 5 minute looks really strong. There's a lot of business being done here though. Well, I guess we're gonna wait out the first 15. So this is definitely my least favorite open with a gap. When she's like hugging that opening price. This basically created an open auction. This could be a place where they need to keep it range bound to do a lot of business, and then afterwards, when they're done, she will start floating. Higher time frame is still super bearish though. We had that daily structure, that liquidity base here at 800s, 820s. Yeah, right here, 818. So if we start getting this, like then on a higher time frame, we will start to look like more of a pullback. And then combined with this here, buyers pushing it hard, unable to push through, hitting a wall. If price is able to push through, regain, that could be a nice trade from here to here. Trying to sell it though. this point there's somewhat of a no trade zone. For me, this everything in that box is very unclear. I mean, more like, yeah, something like that. So whenever she breaks out, I could be start looking for longs, and vice versa to the downside. But inside of this box, this is like an open auction. Not sure how much I want to get chopped. Yes, she could close bullish here and then pop from here to have a better risk to reward. But I think I'd rather follow the flow of the orders. Yeah, 5 minute looking really, really good here. 5 minute structure is really good. Sweep, rejecting structure to the upside. Again, creating structure, popping out. Looks really good. I just need something to manage my risk against too. So on hourly, this looks really good. I just don't want to freaking FOMO in. There's a trade to be made like this, but oh, missed it probably. Sellers again. This is going to be looking really good if she pops that one here. So this point, I'm basically anticipating sellers getting absorbed here on the way up. I'm anticipating for it to be respected. It's a very, very aggressive trade here. Guess that was the wrong play to be made. Serious Nasdaq. To the fucking tick. Fucking hell, man. That's a good way to start the day. Again, man. That triggered me, I'm not gonna lie. Freaking to the ticked me. It's not the best close. I think there's room to the upside though. I'm not sure about my timing here. Again. SR's trying to step in here. They need to be counters right here, right now. It's a 4R. It's not going to get there, but looks good. Looks good. SR's trying to step in again. Push, push, push. Trade above the prior candle. I'm trailing here. That's going to be 1R, but Nasdaq. Kind of want it to make the pop because a pullback towards here is still normal. Overall, I'm trying to see, not the biggest fan of this candle. Yeah, this is where I'll go break even. I mean, it's 1R trade. Anticipating that SSP level to be touched. Once he starts touching that level, I'll be trailing tight. So I kind of want to be locked in here at my chart, my 1 minute. Not looking the strongest here. I don't want to give back too much. Like I'm down 1R, so I want to be back at take something out of the market. Can always re-enter. Crochet, I thought you were going short. Still anticipating price to reach that SSP level here though. But could be somewhat more of a pullback in the making right now. Also, Crochet, I need proof, man. You can't just say things like that. You can't just say things like that. Seems that was the right choice. It's very fucking annoying. Very, very annoying to be stopped out to the tick. If this fails here, this is going to be a failed auction. I want to see the immediate continuation. Above the blue line, good. Below the blue line, bad. This could still retest that prior candle. This probably would have been a better entry. If she pops the prior candle high, I'm going to break even. If. Why am I not break even? Why am I not break even? Yeah, break even. Not a fan of this hesitation here. Probably still pops it though. Still a good close. Still trading above that structure. Still looks good. Yeah, someone was too impatient for this. God damn it. Especially if you keep holding 935, it's going to be looking really good for a squeeze of the shorts. Kind of really bummed that I freaking put myself break even there. What an idiot. What an idiot. This is not good. It's not good what I did. This is, I'm missing out here. That's really... This move was super obvious for me, in my opinion. So I should have capitalized way more on that. This is just... that ain't good. And then this is the one that just never comes back down, huh? Sure, depends. Like I'm usually not really looking at deep DOM unless I'm in a trade. This is more for targets. Sometimes there's something really obvious in the books, but more than less, I do not try to pay attention to it because they can just spoof everything in it. So I should have been way more, for example, on this trade, because it was long here, which probably is going to be around. Oh, wait, that's not. Either way, I should have been looking more at the book when I'm in a trade instead of looking when to go break even. Like I should have not been break even there. But regardless, yeah, only when I'm in a trade. I think it looks really strong, but I don't want to join here. If I'm not going to be holding a trade here, why am I going to freaking buy here? This one might require some patience. Oh, really, CJ? Someone will break even again. Let's see what we do here. This looks a little bit like exhaustion here on top. Yeah, break even demons, man. There should be like a punishment to it. Hitting a wall here. If we close here, might be looking for a little bit of a pullback. Definitely not something I want to long against. Structure wise, this is just a nightmare because this a 5 minute is just straight up. So anticipation would be, oh, that's a nice line. This high, it's basically going to be the SSP level and somewhat below it. That would be the most bullish thing if you stay above. What is it? It's ranging between previous few days pucks. I mean, that's more like weeks, last weeks. Yeah, don't pay too much attention to those. Unless they're naked. More focusing on price action itself. For example, here on the hourly gave me the conviction to the long side here. Once you regain this level, use that as support. Top side of the range becomes a target. You go up. As long as we stay above these levels here, this thing is really good for getting a lot of people stopped out of their positions without looking at a profile. these are fired, so not something I would have shorted though. Well, the most obvious thing would be for price to not enter this zone again and just keep trading to one side. If she pops back into that range, I'm not going to be the biggest fan. Push buttons. You got the 30-minute IB play here, which would be price is still felt bullish to the upside until, where's the box? Get the value area high in the POC. Not really. I should favor the bulls always more. So for example, this is the 30-minute IB. This is the high. This is value, right? So wait, how do I draw this shit? So this is value. This is the POC. If price were to lose the high here, so the auction from a 30-minute IB is to the upside. Everything retesting these levels is still looking for upside. This could be a reload level, but the most bullish thing would be what she's doing right now. If I get a fill. This is the issue, entering around those levels. God damn it. Could have gone buy on close. It's like a freaking 10-point difference, I think. 15 points. Kind of a nasty rejection here. So from a 1 minute perspective, I'd still be looking for longs around the 900s here. This could sweep, load up some more, and then go. Maybe. Or we fail and go back down and go to zero. There's gonna be some fuckery. I'm definitely not a fan of entering here. Like structure-wise, that makes sense for me, but we already pushed up, failed, came back. Like the probability for me becomes just less, even though structure-wise everything still looks good. I think I'd rather wait for price to. So the way I look at this is balance. and I want to be involved after a failed auction, liquidity sweep. So in this structure, in this base, liquidity base, just want to wait basically basically the same principle as my SSP levels. If we break out and we keep trading to the upside, go long only. If you fall back into short, and vice versa for the other side. And in this case, I want to look for a long. But yeah, she's going. So initially I was anticipating this to be the liquidity base. This is the failed auction. And this becomes the candle to enter. But we just freaking already rejected it. So I'm not a fan of it. Even though structure-wise, it still looks good. Probably got some liquidity at the 50s. 25s. Yeah, 50s. 115. It's not that far away. The easy trade was in between here, and I freaking messed that up. This is the worst break even of the week so far. Yeah, 50-minute looks really strong. Five-minute close good. This is what I want to see go up from here. This could be a trade, but I'm not interested here. At this point, this becomes a decision point. If we fail to trade above, then this last part here on the 5-minute would be failed auction. And then I would be looking for the low side here back towards 930s. Still looks good. Still have to favor the upside here. Or I have to do that. Don't listen to me. It's a bit of an annoying spot, like after that move. think I'd rather wait for a move back down. What? Why did this freaking profile switch on me? She gonna pop it? This looks good, huh? For the 50s? For the 50s. Yeah, I just don't have a clear defined target except the liquidity on the 50s and the 100s, the 150s, and the 200s. Looks like there was some structure here. The 55s. So I kind of want to be taking something after she swept 50s. But again, like I'm super happy to be stopped out break even here. This is a momentum play where I don't have like a 3-hour target, so this could easily sweep some lower and then regain. I was anticipating it to hit the 50s, so I could start taking something. Doesn't seem like it wants to do it for me. I still like the idea though. Let's see if we can do some fuckery here. Draw some Tory lines, and then price goes down, and then price goes to 0. No, I mean, trap them in momentum down. Look for a level. Look for the level to be regained. Go along, put the stop, target the moon. This is the moon. This is the moon. big ass candles though. It's like casual 40-point candles. Kind of want to base my entry from that candle here, the lowest closing candle to the downside. Issue with the big candles is that it would be a 40-point stop, and I like to be having my stops tighter. I might go really tight. Like, broski. Do the first you go back down. Thank you. And then you go to the 50s. Or trap me hard because my stop is in the middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, but I wanted to be in somewhat for more size. Was basically my entry. Stop around that stop loss there. Might have been. Yeah. Should have been here indeed. I still feel we need to trap some shorts. Maybe a little bit lower, a little bit more Tory lane, short, trend line, go down. Oh, it's all good, man. It is all good. This is the level I want to see hold, though. Again, freaking giant candles here. Oh, no. Bro. Someone should have waited for the close. Under the blue line, not good. Above the blue line, good. No buen. Too aggressive. The freaking idea is still is valid though. Just need to wait for the close. Trying to have it too perfect here. It's gonna be a brutal one if this goes up from here, because that would be another freaking to the tick. I mean, it's good as. Freaking Nasdaq. Waiting for a close above the prior candle. Refill Nasdaq. If this fails, someone's gonna take a walk. Not looking good again. All right, now stopping to push buttons right here. Fighting a wall, it seems. This basically was the only valid entry right here. Waiting for the close above that prior candle. Just was anticipating this one to this here. She popped above, absorption on the bottom. Made sense. Super aggressive though. Works if she wants to go up, but she doesn't want to go up. Bummer. Overall, I'll still be looking for longs above this area. Maybe I should trade Tory Lane's charts and then just draw lines like this and then go short here. I would have made money. time is it? Hourly session. Man, I'm freaking sweating balls out here. Come on, Nasdaq, don't you do it. Gotta be shitting me. I'm gonna take a bet here. If I can get in. And then after this one, probably be done for the day because I'm trading like shit, it seems. Nasdaq. Not the biggest fan anymore. Like the area though. Can I get filled, Nasdaq? Okay, I want to get filled before she pops that wick. Okay. Seems like I'm gonna get cooked today. Yeah, that's not the best, huh? Brutal. Back to back losing days, sir? What are you doing? What? What? What's happening here? Bro. No, man, I wasn't break even on this one. Like I'm trading M and Q, so that might have wicked me. My stop was below that freaking low there. For some reason that freaking took me out. My stop 100% sure was below this one. But this definitely was the better structure to long against too. This was valid. This was more valid. This was too aggressive here. Yeah, probably would have. What? If I didn't have this one, I probably could have been done. Maybe not. Overall, very annoying momentum here. Like getting me stopped out. Yes, too aggressive, but stops in a day. 3. Like usually I go 3. Today I went 4. because normally the 1500 losing day I would have, if I would have a losing day like 1500 down, I can make that back in one trade the next day, so that's not the biggest problem. So I like to think of it like that. Just brutal price action here. Doesn't want to go up. Huge candles too. To each their own, CJ. Man, I'm freaking running hot. It's super warm here in Belgium. Kind of want to turn on my fan, but it's going to make a lot of noise. I'm just thinking about switching to an account that I kind of want to trade, but not sure if I want to trade live. At this point, it looks like a sell. Someone got trapped down up there. I'll be right back, man. I need something to drink. Man, I'm freaking cooking here. How many degrees is that in English? 30. $98 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooking. Wait, I'm trying to get something done. Well. I think the easy traders are gone. This is a referee to long this on a 1,000-point dump. This somewhat was the obvious move. I was anticipating continuation from this all. Obviously failed. Dropping back into that range. Not the strongest. Basically sweat both sides here. Failed auction. Failed auction. Morning, Bilal. Gold. This is the Nasdaq, sir. Wait, give me 1 minute. Wait, what? Not sure because I really don't look at gold too much. Give me 1 second here. Gold. I'm not sure if I get data from. I might need to switch data providers for that. Oh man, I need to redo my whole chart for that. Because I'm using DX feed at the moment from my funded futures. It's my main. Yeah. Wait, give me a second. Where is my freaking... Hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, give me, where's my... All right, especially for you, sir. All right, close is... Should be back. Damn. What a pullback. Just a pullback, bro. Just from a level perspective. Not looking too hot, I'd say. Yeah, I'll be looking for potentially the lows here. And only I would start to get more bullish once he starts trading above this level here. Is that 4,340? Looks very heavy. Yeah. You want to learn order flow? Well, it seems I need to learn it myself too. Mm-mm. Oh, shit. No worries, man. No worries. I just did something wrong. Fuck. when I started trading like futures, like late 21, I think. Yeah, 21, if I'm not wrong, or 20 or 21. Like something went wrong here on my chart. I need to redo it all again. Why is that though? Oh. Oh. Damn, man, it's that hot here. I'm sweating like shit. I do stream every day. Doesn't make the trading part easier, but I'm kind of getting used to it. Like trading is such a lonely profession. So I'd rather be online than do my thing, win or lose. It's always easier to trade on your own and hide everything, right? But in the end of like, who cares, right? Who cares? Yeah, money cares. Yeah. It's also such a hard journey, as in you're always hitting walls. You're always gonna hit walls. So it's how I say this. It's a hard journey to go on by yourself. So I'd rather just share the wins and the losses online. Should be performing better though. Give me 1 second here. No, it ain't easy for sure. And those that claim or make it to be like that, if they don't like wait, get some. If people that are online can't prove, and like I sure can't, and I wish I could, and that's something I'm working towards too. It's like in a live account for like a year. If you can't have that statement, they're not profitable. Like taking payouts out of the market, it's not that hard. Like anyone could reach that point of taking payouts at some point. And that doesn't mean you're a profitable trader. There's a lot of people that claim to be profitable traders. I'm not claiming to be profitable. Yes, I can take payouts. Yes, all of that. But like have a track record of like a live account, making a shit ton of money, not blowing that account eventually. Yeah, I wish. Well, Orderflow is like just any other tool. It's just something that has to make sense. It's not because Fabio, Mr. Faberville can use it and be the best trader in the world that's going to be, or making someone else the best trader in the world. They just might not gravitate towards that logic or that way of thinking. Um, mm, And the freaking funny part is that my chat gets translated in freaking Dutch by YouTube. Like I have to translate my own language to make it make sense. I mean, Orderflow has always been there, like for a long time. It's the way Fabio presents it is just in his own way, and I like it. But I mean, it's been there for a long time, right? And it's all about risk management. It's all about making sense of that losing day, keeping it low, and keeping yourself in the game. And that's eventually where I always, at some point, keep pushing, and then that one bad day does too much damage. Oh yeah, like copy trading, like one account should be the goal, and you should be able to scale that. That's basically the same thing as copy trading. But that's the goal, just one good account. I mean, it's a casino, man. The casino makes you be able to do that. Mm-mm-mm. And it also skews the brain with the risk management, I feel. definitely a trap for people that are not profitable, meaning people that are not having a track record of like at minimum a year of a live account. For those people, it's a trap. Those people should not copy trade. I mean, you could eventually get to the point where you get 5 accounts or 10 with a payout for sure. Yes, you could. But how many accounts are you going to churn and burn before you reach that point? And yeah, I mean, I'm guilty. I'm guilty as fuck of doing all that. Give me one last second. I need to send someone. One second. All right. Yeah, that is something people should realize, that they need to, like the 50K accounts. Yes, you can easily get to payouts and all that, but that's also churn and burn. And like in days like today, like for example, let me see what we got here. So let's say I got a 50K account, right? A 50K account got $2,000 drawdown. So let's say at least when you're starting out, you want to give yourself the maximum amount of days on the losing day to keep that account, just to keep trading. So let's say 10 days, that's $200 per day. Let's just say $200. Give yourself 10 days, buy an account, 50K, give yourself 10 days, 10 losing days in a row, and then that account is blown, right? $200. So let's say obviously here upon open, things are more volatile, but let's just say $200. And this is going to be a one trade, right? So for example, right upon open here, like I can't. Yeah, this is going to be $200. So let's say top of the candle and the low, that's $165 on one contract, one micro. So you should be trading one micro the first half hour, one micro, 2 micros, and your stop if it's going to be able to more tight. So for example, here you could trade 2 micros depending if you get a good structure, whatever. But like 1, 2 micros, and that's one trade. Like you should be doing way less. That should be you should be giving, or like I give myself 3 tries. So it's gonna be like $65 per trade. Like you're not even able to do that on the open. Here it's even very tight, like $65-$70. It's very hard to do. So a 50K account trading good, practicing good risk management, giving yourself the maximum amount of days, all that, it's super tight. Like it's so easy to get slightly tilted, add some more contracts, and churn and burn that in one day easily. And that's the game. That's the game. Like I do like the yes, but like this is the thing. you should be focused on your drawdown, not on your profits. The one thing you can control is your drawdown. The one thing you don't control is how much you're going to make. That the market is random in that matter, in my opinion. The session swing point. Session swing point. Like this is something newer traders or people that are not profitable should focus on, and that's having an account that has, like, for example, the 200,000 one from Earn to Trade, like has like $6,000 a drawdown. Then you can trade maybe like $1,000 stop loss a day, something like that. That gives you a little bit more room to play, and still on micros like this, on minis, bro. As long as there's freaking no buffer on. Wait, let me see. So let's say 500. Like that's just $500 on a trade. This is not gonna go anywhere. 1,000, and then one contract, especially upon open. That's gonna be somewhat insane. I mean, these are like $1,300 candles. So you need to wait out the volatility and then catch nice trades and don't go break even. So these days, I just like to be. I put it on MNQ. I give myself, for example, $500 for a trade. I let the platform calculate the amount of contracts I can use to enter. And then if I get a good risk to reward, she will put me in more contracts. This is also a little bit of a demon. Because I know if I put my entry here, the further away I put my stop loss. So if I click now, then the order goes live. I'm not going to do that. But like you see, if I put my entry here and I'm able to put it on the low here, 6 contracts. If I drag it out 2, so the tighter I get it, the better my R's on the trade, right? It's also a little bit of a demon. But yeah, that's a different. They don't know me as Monkey. But this is the thing, like everyone is that focused on what you have to make, like forget about what you need to make in the challenge. Like just focus on the drawdown, put out a risk management plan and perform towards that plan. Like what would be the point? For example, if a 50K account has $3,000, you need to get to. Yes, you can get there quicker, but what if you, for example, churn and burn 5 accounts before you hit it? What did you learn? Like nothing. And that's where the gamblers mentality and the casino mentality comes from. That's the one bad thing about prop trading, like we know it. Yeah. Yeah, 29,000. Yeah. So for example, just reading it from a daily perspective here, or maybe we can do it different. Wait, let me go. So yesterday, this was really bullish, pushing up here, trapped me obviously to the long side. I was done before she turned around. This turns into a failed auction. Then the move towards the low side here from me becomes valid. We swept, we kept pushing down. The next level, only level I have is here. But I feel, yes, we can pull back, reject this level. Overall, the 29,000, like you say, that's going to be the previous level where she created a failed auction. This is where I think she might gravitate to. Although, yeah, at 29,000, this is the next key level here on a daily. I think the biggest issue there, CJ, is that the definition of being profitable is skewed in the space, because if someone's flashing like it took $5,000 payout, $10,000 payout, that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit. And people will follow others quickly with just, oh, it's doable, you can do it. And then you spend a lot of money, and before you know it, you're 3 years in your journey, you're like, what happened? Not so much for that 30-minute IB. But in general, these lines could guide me through the whole session. Just churn and burn the whole range. And then overall momentum wise, this is very up. One little top, failed auction on top, and back down. Not too sure what to expect from today anymore, though. Now, I'm focusing only on a US session because I still have a day job. So every day before the market opens, I just got home like 10 minutes. I just put on the machine and go live, which is not ideal, but that's how it goes. This is going to be the level for price to respect or reject. This is like the hourly low, close open, from open. This definitely trapped me hard. After that last push against that level, should have waited. I was anticipating, what was it, 55? Yeah, there was a ton of liquidity at 55 here, which obviously didn't get filled. Yeah. Planning to start streaming. Did you hit any insecurities? No, but it's more of a mental game. You have to grow into it, because as in trading, you will take losses. Things won't go your way. And when you stream, you have more the mentality to perform. So, for example, I can go live. I can explain what I'm trying to do, and then I will start doing that, and I will start losing. And it's more of that's more the thing you need to learn to. It's just what it is, just as in normal trading. But now you're streaming for people, and that feeling comes back, and you need to overcome those things. But insecurities, no. Doubts that I should continue, yes. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's way easier to just be offline and just take trades and do what I do. I have way more room on my mental part. Like I can do whatever I want. I don't have to explain myself. If I want to go into a very aggressive long, for example, with a very tight stop, and then that plays out and I make money or whatever, I won't do that when I'm streaming. I'm more not careful, but it's different. It's different, obviously. But on the other side, I always ask myself, why do you stream? Why do I stream? And the reason why I stream is because it's a freaking lonely business. I'm here every day on my own either way, right? Yeah, it's just what it is. Like after freaking, what is it, 5 years of trading futures, like it became my life. You sacrifice everything in your life to watch candles every day and to become better and to become profitable and to make money. But in the meanwhile, friends, relationships, all of that, that's just something you have to put away. You have to change as a person. I can't go out every weekend anymore, drink, all those things. I don't want to either way, but things change. And then after a while, in the end, like the result is that I'm sitting here every day watching charts on my own. And human beings are not meant to be putting themselves through that situation, I think. And streaming helps everyone that's here. I'm very grateful for those people. Yeah. So if to answer your question, like end of the day, I always ask myself, why do I want to stream? There has to be a why. Otherwise, you will fail. You will stop streaming because it's hard to be consistent in. You will have doubts. You will have days that you're like, damn, I want to make money. I don't want to lose on stream, all that. There has to be a why. Same as in trading. If you want to learn trading, what's your why? If you don't have a strong enough why, you're going to hit a wall and you will fail. After that, I think it's not a good idea to plan to spend your whole life trading. I mean, if you want to get really good at something, especially in trading, you're going to have to sacrifice years of your life, I feel. Like anything in life, you want to get really good at it, you're going to have to sacrifice time, things to be the best at it. You have to. I don't think, especially day trading and scalping, it's very intensive. I think that's one of the reasons people start to gravitate to swing trading, investing, because in the long run, you need to generate alpha, meaning you need to be able to outperform buy and holding, right? Otherwise, you could just put your money in the stock and hold it and make more money than you would do day trading, because if you're not outperforming the market's end returns in the year, then there's no point, right? So also in institutional world, win money and quit very fast. That's exactly what it is, Nate. That's what it is. It's just the social media part and the times we're living in. Everything online is just so. I don't know. People just make it like it's easy and everyone can do it and all that. But end of the day, if you can't fight your own demons, you don't want to conquer them. And boy, oh boy, do we got demons. True, true. Especially in the long run, like, I've had very good months and runs, but to do it when like the market is so random, like geopolitical, all that, Trump's tweets, all that shit, like things can go wrong for very weird reasons, and to be consistent for months and years on end, that's a different ballgame. The question is, can we squeeze something? I changed an account here. I was looking at that daily. I mean that 1 hour here. This would be the spot for her to keep it range bound. And or sell off from. Yeah, true, true. Social media is a blessing and a curse at the same time, I feel. Because on the other hand, like I'm having the ability to put myself live, learn to meet new people, be having some social interaction, whilst I otherwise probably would have not had got. But on the other hand, yeah, there's always going to be people out there for different reasons. And sadly enough, you live in a world where people are very naive and believe everything someone says. This would have been the short right here. How do you deal with hateful comments? Just you have to think of it like there's always going to be people in your life that are going to be like that. There's good people and bad people for you. So I don't really give it any thought. That's just life. Haven't had too many of those though. I'm not that famous, right? Just if you start, just be you. Just be you, and all will be okay. Like that candle would have been a $500 stop on 7 micros. It's always a good thing to have haters because in a way you're doing something right. You need to trigger some people. So that would have been a $500 trade on 7 micros. This is also an area where she got absorbed prior. This is where we bounced last time. Lots of absorption here. Hitting the same levels again. Looks like initial absorption on that move. Yes, we can push down, obviously. Not something I want to play against. Also creating somewhat of a failed auction. This could be a very quick move back up. See if something comes from this. This thing has a clear stop loss though. The absorption, price hitting a level, unable to push through, means someone's buying here. Stop below. But she's heavy though. Back to the opening price. Trying to think if it makes sense to continue. It's a bit late, isn't it? Let's start stepping in. Not a close I'm interested in. Start stepping in. Are they gonna get absorbed? It's not a bad close on a 5 minute here. Right, so I'm anticipating here The absorption failed auction here. Looking for a move to the 60s probably. Yeah, 60s. And then I kind of don't want to see price under that seller here that I got absorbed if price pushes up. Looking good for a move towards the 60s here. Not going break even, but I'm protecting myself against that absorption here. So sellers stepped in here, unable to push through. Gotta be careful here. Freaking no. Looks like they're getting absorbed on top too. Need to see the continuation here. But this technically should be where the stop is. Sellers got absorbed. They pushed hard here, unable to push through. Means someone was buying it here. That's currently the invalidation point for me, the closest one. Overall, the low, yeah, but this was more new information. Should we hit that 60 though? Yeah, that was a level to gain here, the 60. That's where I could have been break even. Would have saved me 200 bucks. Trying to see if it's worthy to flip it. That's right here, right now. Am I gonna miss a short if it dumps? No. Not on the moment I freaking enter. This is the opening price though. All right, I think someone needs to stop trading today. Ten minutes before lunchtime. Fake out candle up and down. It made sense, just freaking volatility. So overall, that idea still made sense. Someone didn't want to do it from the first time. Not fun, Nasdaq. Not fun. Made sense to put my stop here though for the protection. It's technically what I always do if I see a move up and I see it confirm. I will trail that aggression on the sell side. Obviously has to do me like that. See you. See you. And this is an example where you can have the right idea. Stop you out. You flip it because you think, all right, we're filling that level. And then this happens. It's crazy, CJ. I managed to freaking fuck that up. True. I think this was just a freaking volatility spike. This was just brutal. In general, it's really not a bad idea to, if you see sell pressure and it confirms up, in general you don't want to see price trade below it, or I want to see that. The damn stop. I think was it Guardian Angel can do it, right? Like you're unable to move your stop. That would be fucking torture. That would be fucking torture. That would be a challenge to do on its own. Trade without moving your stop. That would be a thing. I wouldn't be able to do it, I think. Like not move your stop? Like what? Can we add some? Oh yeah, 100%. But at the same time, saves my butt too. There's just a lot of, how would I say it, stupid break-even mistakes, right? There's smart break-evens and there's stupid break-evens. Last try. Too late. I'm too late. True. True. Nasdaq, are we gonna fail? I also just need to be, how do I say this? Just be more patient. Like for example, normally I wait for candle closes under certain levels and then short those levels. I have been doing a lot of wait, if you just wick that candle, I'm gonna enter the trades either way and then put my stop. And then she just goes back towards my stop, right? So I need to wait more for the closes. Like the market is not always in the right state of environment to do the things I do. Just need to be slower. The stops are just so damn wide, man. The stop needs to be where the stop needs to be. Definitely would have been cruising if I was long on the bottom. Yeah, it's a little bit of a demon, especially with that new technique with the based on risk. Because if I enter here, yes, the entry stays the same. If I put the stop where the stop needs to be, I'm entering with 6 contracts. If I get smart with it, I'm able to enter with 15 contracts, right? And this is a little bit of the demon with this entry technique. But it's fairly easy to spot. Should be the low. Oh, shit. This is the same risk. The same risk, just the R of the trade just changes, and this is a little bit the mind fuck in the brain. I mean the demon. So if I enter when I enter, put my stop on the low, like a 1 to 2 is all the way up here, right? Or a 1 to 3, all the way there. If I get smart with it, the thing is, I shouldn't be getting smart with it. It either provides you with the opportunity to put it tight or no, right? That's a little bit of a thing. But in this case, if I would get smart with it, I would increase, like my 2R is already here. I would have already been a 3R, right? So that's a little bit of demon. And then entering like this, I should only aim for 1, 1 to 5, 2 max. Yeah, somewhat some demon in me wants bigger R's. True. You're completely right, dude. Completely right. Completely right. This is also one of the things why I'm also thinking, why not just use trade a 5 minute. Wait. Because I wanted to enter on what happened on the 5 minute here, right? God damn it. Could have just waited for the bullish candle to close above, put my stop below. Basically the same thing what I did on the 1 minute. But I got smart with it because I saw more information or new information on the 1 minute. And then, yeah, exactly that, right? So, and this is the weird part because I spot the idea on a 5 minute. I enter on a 1 minute, but I use the same level I used on the 5 minute. But then I get smart with myself because I see more information, trail that position, and then you get stopped out to a few takes points, and then, yeah. It's a thing, yeah, for sure. Top side too, like, the thing is, you need the freaking patience, right? To be able to wait for the setups, but they are here. Up on open, basically against this liquidity base, you could have longed, yes, white stop. You could have waited for more information. Entries against here. There are opportunities on a 5 minute. But then these reversal plays, like, they're so freaking obvious. Wait for the failed auction, confirm below, short the level, put your stop above. That still would have been a freaking great. What? Oh, it's on a queue. Jesus. That would have still been 5 micros, decent size on $500 of budget. Like, I wouldn't even use the, in this case, I wouldn't even use the eye here. I would use the bubble just to get me in for one more contract. But yeah. But for this, you need patience, which apparently I don't have. Also could be a thing is the information I use for the Orderflow, the deep trades here. It's set up a little bit lower, the filter, to see more information. but more information is also more information. Yeah, isn't it? It's always something, isn't it? Wouldn't focus too much on R's, just levels for stop loss, NTP, if choose where to squeeze. Yeah. Well, at least I try to aim for through R trades for how I trade my performance. Just usually like to do it. I like to go from the point where so overall normally losing day for me is $1,500. So if I lose $1,500 in the day, the next day I can make that back in one trade, right? That's the whole idea behind it, how I think about it, like to think about it. I'm not trying to focus on it, but it's just the way I like to think about it. Usually I start trailing at 2R, depending if there's a level or not. How big is the account? This one right now, 100, like $3,000 drawdown. 500, to be honest, is too much. I just use 500 for my $200 for my 6K drawdown account. That makes more sense. That gives me 4 days, 4 or 5 days is something initially a good gauge for me. It's still a lot. Don't get me wrong. Like even on a $6,000 drawdown, 500, 1,500 a day is a lot. Should be more. Should be giving you more room. But this is just more of an aggressive stance. Dude, CJ, I don't know if I'm saying this wrong, but this is like 100 degrees where I'm at. I have no air conditioning. There's no fan on. Dude, I've been cooking here the whole day, dude. It's only gonna get worse. Worse. It's only getting hotter and hotter. Dude, I'm dying, dude. Like, it's not ideal to trade in this heat. Well, I got a big ass fan, but it's not gonna be good for the audio. Now I'm using a noise gate. It's a little bit different than using the noise reduction from NVIDIA. That's more artificially done. The system I use uses noise gate, which there's a level in the noise, and if there's more, depending on how much noise there is, it will cut it off. Yeah, that fan is gonna make more noise than that. It gives crisper sounds when you don't use artificial intelligence. The issue with the noise reduction from NVIDIA is that if I use different things when I'm gaming, there's like audio things going on and shit like that, it will like mess it up. So I like to not use that. Someone should have just stayed long and did nothing, you know? Fuck in hell. And then the best part is to, looks like this one's down. Flip it and then live on YouTube. This is how it happens. Perfect entry, perfect stop loss. Indeed. Indeed. And especially for how she's been moving, like just floating up, creating structure, floating down, creating so much structure, floating up. Could have had like maybe one re-entry. And then in these sort of situations, this is where I should or be able to enter a momentum trade where I just enter when she starts sweeping above without a close. And then I just stop doing that. Will she roll over and do it again? That's the question. I think my food is ready too. I think my food has been ready for a long time. I think my food is cold. That could be a thing. I think that might have been the one. This thing is consolidating on a higher time frame. Not sure what I'm looking for at the moment. Continuation up. potentially. Kind of want to close above that 90s level. To then potentially, it's not doing it. Right, more down, that's fine. This is why we wait for closes. This has gotten me a lot of losses last days. Anticipating get the momentum to get the trade where I want it, because there's a little bit fear that price will just shoot up and then not give me that great of an entry. But regardless, I should wait for the close. Especially when you're not trading right. Especially when you're not trading right. Just trying to think if it makes sense to look for a play up. We're kind of consolidating here though, so whatever happens, I'm waiting for a close. If I want to enter, I'm entering on a rebalance of the local low and or of the lowest closing count to the downside. One of those two with a close. Stop below. Don't do what I do. I'm losing money today. Don't do what I do. So this is the thing I'm probably talking about. Huh? So you have an idea. Price pushes up. You get your entry levels. Yes, I could have entered on the close of the candle, but it's usually something I don't do. And then this happens, right? Then she just goes, and goes. It is what it is. And that's why I've been getting a little bit in trouble, anticipating when when the momentum shifts, once we start trading above a prior candle, instead of waiting for price to close above, retest, go along, and try to enter on that momentum, and then having your stop way too tight, and then you lose money. And at this point, I'm losing interest in entering. This could have been a thing. Kind of want to see price push above structure here. Kind of rejecting it at the moment. See if they really want to push it up. Kind of want to see it bounce right here, right now. Otherwise, this thing is going to look real heavy. Like 60s at its lowest. High side of the freaking range, huh? Someone's looking for a long. Right here, right now, Nasdaq. Volume is also low. No more bubbles. Bro. Bro. Fuck. Nasdaq. You are fucking shitting me? It doesn't want to film me, it seems. That's crazy. Something in me wants to add. Just leave it, man. Just leave it. Beat the blue level. It's usually a level where I do like to be aggressive with my little stop arenas here. Because of the rejection probability. Dude, if this freaking pops that, I'm adding to it. I'm really thinking I'm the wrong end of this. A 5 minute looks like weak. I think I'm done, man. I'm trying to fight myself here. It's not the market, it's me. I'm not doing the right things. Also, it's already too late. Trying to long the high side of a potential consolidation. She pops above 93s. I'm adding to it. Ain't no stopping me to do that. At the same time, I could just cut it. It's not looking hot. Oh man, I know what we need. We need some Tory trend lines, right? That's how you do it. Trend line, and you wait. See, price already pushing towards the trend line. We break it, little retest, and then the moon is here. Right? Oh, this is getting super tight. Doesn't want to do it. That's gonna be me Dunzo if stops me out. Five minute looks really weak. Structure here, price not even, it retested it, rejected it, not even able to trade towards it anymore. It's not good. Could cut it. Why hold on to it? This thing seems like it wants to rotate back down. This is the last line in the sand here. It would be looking really good if it starts trading back above. Then these stars are going to be in trouble, and there could be a little bit of a squeeze. But I don't think so. Create a low, create a high. Unable to push the low, unable to push the high here. It's very likely to just do a little bit more of a consolidation move. Make me be done for the day, Nasdaq. Oh, really? Just want my food. Nasdaq, Nasdaq, Nasdaq. Go all the way now, Nasdaq. Dude, that was a bad close on the 5 minute. It's a real bad close. This is somewhat the same thing that what happened on the bottom. If you can start closing above that blue line, it's going to be looking real good for this to be failed auction with absorption on the bottom. If, lots of ifs. This is literally the last thing I do today. At the moment, it's rejecting it. It's not looking hot. That was a really bad close. Yeah. Teasing me. I was trying to buy it here, but they're not getting the result as of yet. Yeah, position is cooked. Like I am. I'm as cooked as my position. Also, whenever you see this is the weakest. Create a high, and then you do something like a somewhat of a multiple dead cat bounce. It's not looking really hot. This one's I'm not a fan of my position. Kind of want to see the close above. That would be really somewhat good. Give me some hope in this position. 5 minutes about to close in 12 seconds. Do it. Do it. This should give somewhat of a nice move towards, again, the same level here. Nasdaq likes to toy with me today. Just watch, sir. So at this point, again, hitting that structure here. Go on then, Nasdaq. Man, I'm so done trading today. If you start pushing this candle, this bearish candle, close above, push above, whatever happens above here, I'm going to break even. And you can't stop me, CJ. Oh boy. Sometimes that reminds me of Tom Hooker. He's always like, you want to take profit? You should add. Like, should I add? I want to drag my stop, add to the position. Only thing you do is add to the position. Oh, this is something that's break even worthy, I feel. Because I'm fucking done for the day, dude. Bro. Yeah, buyer stepping in here. This gives me the final push to put it break even. Why is it rejecting my line? Bro. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay, CJ. It's fine. Like, this is where sellers were most active. This was the one to gain or reject. It's rejecting it, so same thing on that structure on the 5 minute. Weakness. This ain't looking too hot. Brutal arm. That got like to a tick of my stop here, I think. But I think I need some food, man. I'm freaking hungry. I've been streaming for like fucking nearly 4 hours. Jesus, what? Dude, that's a long time. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm done. Back tomorrow, fresh and clean and all that. I'm squeezing blood out of my own stones. That even makes sense what I just said. Just mentally done right now. Trading should be easier. Yeah. We'll call it quits. It is what it is. I'll see you on tomorrow. Peace. Ciao.